Hello, my name is Lisa Besserman. I'm currently the head of program at Indeed's Global Incubator. We are the world's largest job site. Prior to Indeed, I was the founder of Startup Buenos Aires, which was an early stage startup accelerator in Buenos Aires, Argentina, where I worked with multitudes of founders, entrepreneurs, companies, universities to really impact the startup ecosystem in Argentina and bring innovation and opportunities to the Latin American region. The truth is, I think what makes a great leader is someone who's malleable, who understands that the people that they're leading are all going to be different. Everyone has different motivations, everyone has different communication skills, everyone has different intrinsic beliefs and drives. And so really being a good leader is someone who understands how to speak with those people, how to lead those people. It's not a one size fits all. It's really about understanding your team, understanding what drives them, and then aligning people around this shared mission and vision that the team can get behind and that you can be a part of. Someone who can be malleable and understand that everyone is different and leadership styles should differ based on who you are leading and how you are leading them. With the emergence of technology, with the emergence of these social network platforms, I think that there is just a much larger stage for leaders to lead. That being said, I think society has also changed in a way where we're becoming a lot more inclusive of different people and personalities and identities, and being a good leader requires that. It requires understanding that everyone is different, and now we're providing a voice for people who have been marginalized or underrepresented, whereas 10, 20 years ago, that really wasn't a topic of conversation, and now it is. And now we're seeing leaders take many different forms. We're seeing women leaders, we're seeing trans leaders, we're seeing Black leaders, we're seeing Latina leaders. And I think it's really about understanding that we need to provide a voice and a platform for these leaders to emerge, whether it's from within, whether it's as entrepreneurs. And I think that is the benefit of how society has evolved over the past 20 years and how leadership is evolving with that change. The best experience are the mistakes, of course. The one thing I say to all aspiring entrepreneurs or even intrapreneurs, if they're working within a corporation, is fall in love with the problem, not the solution. It's really about understanding what is the problem that you're looking to solve, not necessarily what is the technology that you built or what is the company that you built or the service that you're offering. It's what problem are you solving? That's how you achieve product market fit. It's really important to navigate the highs and the lows. There is just so many challenges day to day being an entrepreneur. You will experience highs and lows, and it's about not allowing either of those to define you. It's about being able to celebrate the wins and recognizing the milestones and understanding that success is a moving goalpost, but also not allowing the failures to define you and to learn from those failures and turn them into lessons. In terms of role model, this is going to be a kind of weird response, but Rockefeller is actually one of, I think, in my opinion, one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time. Not because he was ever the smartest person in the room, which he was not, but because he understood that people were a company's most valuable asset. He knew how to lead with kindness, with benevolence. He knew how to lead as a visionary. He lived his life in this dictum of, never be afraid to give up good to achieve greatness. And, just the way that he led his teams, the way that he created his company, he did so in a way that was always looking towards the future, but recognizing the value of people. And I think that to the core is what being a good and successful leader is understanding. It doesn't matter how great your product is or how great, your service is. If you don't have a strong team behind you, you won't get anywhere. It's really about giving your team the tools and resources for them to succeed and allowing them to have that impact from within. And certainly, there is that mantra, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, but that's actually not true. It's if you want something done your way, you have to do it yourself. But as a leader, you should be working with people who are better than you in certain areas and giving them the opportunity to make that change and to make that impact for your company. There are tons of books, tons of blogs. Also, it's really about finding people that you believe in or that you emulate and following them. Now that we have this platform of social media, we have LinkedIn, we have Facebook, we have Twitter. It's really easy to and accessible to understand what makes a leader great and what makes the leaders that you look up to great. And a lot of times people share, these thought leaders share their secrets or their tactics or their strategies. And I think it's really just about understanding that we have the internet at our fingertips, and a lot of this content is free. Most of it is. So it's really just about, finding the people that you look up to, that inspire you, following them, understanding what platforms they're using, and what lessons they've learned, and then try to emulate that in some way. The most important lesson that any leader will tell you is the best way to learn is by doing. It's that nobody knows what they're doing. Really, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. When I started as an entrepreneur, I had no idea what I was doing, and any entrepreneur that tells you differently is lying. You learn. It's like the Amy Cuddy, not fake it till you make it, fake it till you become it. And I think that's the key difference is it's not about faking it till you make it. It's faking it till you actually become that person. For me, there are still days where I'm like, I have no idea why I'm in this role or what I'm doing, but I'm going to learn. And it's about getting out of your comfort zone and learning. So really, for anybody that's starting out, whether it's in leadership or entrepreneurship or technology, or even just a new vertical, it's really about accepting the fact that you don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. That's the secret, is we don't know what we're doing. We're just learning as we go. And the most important part is to learn as you go, and to understand that it's through those mistakes and through those errors and through those obstacles that you're going to get the most valuable lessons.